I officially caught up on Fairy Tail. Throughout the last year, I've been watching Fairy Tail on stream with my community, and it's been an absolute blast. Overall, Fairy Tail is such a fantastic comfort shonen anime. Is it a 10 out of 10? Absolutely not. But is it really good at what it does best? Absolutely. And what it does best is present an ensemble cast that genuinely matters to the entirety of the story. It fleshes out all of their friendships and relationships so well. We get so many friends to enemies and enemies to friends, and the dynamics of all these relationships get very, very complicated throughout it, and I think they do a great job balancing this size of a cast with actually telling a good story around them. And it all tied back to the guild one way or another. The magic system was really, really cool, and the way they expanded upon it in the later stages of this anime was fantastic. I loved getting to learn about the different types of Dragon Slayer magic, and then on top of that, Demon Slayer, God Slayer, it got crazy. And the scale that Fairy Tail went to was a lot bigger than I expected it to from where we started. The types of magics we ended up dealing with in the final throes of this anime were crazy. Zeref turned out to be an incredible antagonist for this story. The way he was written was so complex with the amount of different emotions going on inside him, and down to the point where he had to destroy those emotions just to be able to exist in this world. The whole magic of contradiction was mind-blowing to me. The connection they were able to bridge between Mavis and Zeref with the entire creation of Fairy Tail in itself was beautiful, and also incredibly tragic. Even though Mashima is really big on death baiting and doesn't like to end his characters like that, this story had me bawling my eyes out by the end of it. Acnologia had one of the coolest character designs in the entire show, and he was a menacing villain to say the least. But I will say I'm a little disappointed that it took to the very last episode for us to officially defeat this guy, and then get the entire wrap up for the series. Why does every big shonen like this get rushed at the very end? I swear it happens to all of them, whether it's the production companies putting pressure on them to go ahead and wrap the show up, or the creator just running out of steam because they've been working on it for too long. I feel like all of our big shonens always start to tank towards the end, and it's terrifying, honestly. I have heard some people say that Mashima was kind of just freeballing this story and didn't really know where he was going to go with that. I don't know what kind of truth there is to it, but at the end, it felt incredibly rushed. I don't feel like we should be still fighting the final bad guy within the very last episode and still wrap everything up after that. And then that brings me to this moment, the most frustrating thing I could possibly imagine. At the end of the day, I don't even think this is real at this point. Nope, Natsu said that he loves Lucy and they lived happily ever after, and that's the end of Fairy Tail. The very last episode was all about how every character ended up getting their relationship except for Lucy. That was devastating. And obviously they did it to lead into 100 Year Quest, but I hated this. Nalu is real, you can't tell me otherwise. Overall, this is a 7.5 out of 10 anime. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Now come with me to watch 100 Year Quest. Let's get to it. There's a lot more I'd like to say about this story, so you can expect a long-form video over on the Red Play Button app about this very soon.